1, 2, 3. Cocks don't pop at all, PoppyCock cocks do poppy by far. And that's why all the folks on PoppyCock keep poppycocks in a jar. But once I met a girl on PoppyCock back in the PoppyCock hills. They won't let me back on PoppyCock, reckon they never will. Well, PoppyCock, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old PoppyCock, PoppyCock, you and me, Rose and Baldini. The earth don't spin at all on PoppyCock, flatter than a hot roadkill. And beer don't stick to balls on PoppyCock, reckon it never will. Once I met two folks on PoppyCock, one bald, the other likes cats. She wild as a rosy, quicker than a satellite, no PoppyCock about that. Well, PoppyCock, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old PoppyCock, PoppyCock, you and me, Rose and Baldini. Take a Trey. To flock on PoppyCock, ain't no PoppyCock pins. You might just find yourself on PoppyCock, waking with a PoppyCock kin. And PoppyCock, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old PoppyCock, PoppyCock, you and me, Rose and Baldini. Why so freaking early? PoppyCock, you and me.
Oh, pippity poppity poo. Good morning. Welcome, my Poppy Peeper friends. And how the heck are you? Great-Baldini here. And I've got some special guests this morning. Well, of course, one you will know already. Let's see if I can see what I can come up with here. It's a special day. It's April Fool's Day, don't you know?
Oh. Happy April Fool's Day.
Happy April Fool's Day, Beefy Karen. How are you? Are you recovering?
Great. How are you?
You know, I've been in a bit of a green cloud. Me and David Weiss and Travis. I was the only one who wanted to be. No, I'm just kidding. I still feel really bad for David. I would never intentionally cause harm to anybody or, oh, shoot, wait, it said, but my special guest, it says you're unavailable. I tried to get you in on the Skype thing, so look for your Skype account. Do it that way, and you should be able to jump in there. Okay, we have a special guest standing by in the wings for April Fool's Day. See where? Yeah. Anyway, David Weiss. Yeah, I would never intentionally harm anybody or give something that they didn't want. My understanding was that he was okay with a little bit of it, and we just didn't know what a little bit was. At that
I'm sure
point,
he only got a little bit.
I'm pretty sure he did only get a little bit. But if you're not used to it, man, there's nothing worse than being over medicated in that way. And so I would never intentionally do that to anybody. But it did make for a good laugh for me because I had 6 of those cups of coffee, my friend, and 15 gummies on Friday, and then about 75 gummies on Saturday, plus some shrooms. So. Yeah, I'm still kind of.
I missed the shrooms. I didn't get any.
Yeah, I got turned on to the shrooms. It was a shroom-infused chocolate. And oh my, was that really, really good. It was just about the right amount, too. It wasn't like, I didn't start seeing entities or anything. Other than the regular ones, the standard ones. No, it did certainly kick in the big smiles, and it was remarkable, actually. So just before Chief Crow came up, I had gone outside in the smoking lounge, the cool kid smoking lounge out there, and asked him how he wanted to be introduced. And so he gave me a little hip to the tip on his introduction, and then he asked if I'd sit in with him, and I was like, yeah, sure. Thank you, Dean. But yeah, he asked if I wanted to sit up. I'm like, absolutely, man. I was honored. That was a great surprise and a great joy. But he said that he had hoped that everybody had jumped into some shrooms and it would kick in just as he took the stage. And I'm like, well, you're in luck. At least one of us did. Oh, dear. No, I mean, it didn't turn out to be a complete train wreck. In fact, I listened to it a little bit yesterday, and I sent him a clip of that last little bit, the very last thing that we did. Again, none of it was planned or anything. It just kind of picked up as we went along. It kind of came off a bit like The Doors meets Pink Floyd.
It was great.
Maybe because of the mushrooms. I don't know.
Maybe.
This is the end. Anyway, it was a big time, and I would love to do it again very soon. In fact, it sounds like we may.
Yes. Yes, we may.
We may. Mm-hmm. So yes, I said on Tuesday that. You guys would probably have to bear with me a bit and humor me a bit as we go back and revisit the Solar Return Festival, because it was so impactful and so meaningful for those of us who could make it. And this is not to again rub it in for those of you who couldn't make it or for some reason weren't there, but simply to encourage you to come and again, frankly. We those of us who went, like, what else would we want to talk about? Right? I mean, I was listening to Strange World from yesterday, and I realized that Mark Sargent had already done some of the PoppyCock I was going to cover this morning. So it's like, you don't need that PoppyCock twice. But you also, talked about the event, and I'm like, maybe you do need that twice. No, it was so much. Oh God, fun. But here's one of the things. Like, I've been kind of pondering the effects and what came out of it. And one of the things that I noticed on my way back, Karen, was that despite how ugly and really, frankly, gruesome the world around us can be, and no more so than traveling, that was really grotesque to me. The whole. Just open, barefaced. It's all about compliance. It has nothing to do with any real safety, of course, or anything like that. It's all about just do the thing. And it's gross to me. And people's behavior during the midst of that can be really ugly. However, what I did note was that I was in such a good mood. Fuck the fucking fuckers. It's just like they couldn't steal my joy, right? They just could not take... the joy, and I found myself, and I still do, less angry with the world around us, even though I'm still frustrated at the powers that ought not be and the things that they do, and I'm disgusted at them. You just can't take my joy and the love that I have for those in our community. My wife has been kind of giggling at me since I got home at kind of the honeymoon that I'm that sort of honeymoon feeling of just really passionately loving those in our community, and just talking about all the great people and each one, right, and just how just crazy cool you guys are. It just knocks my socks off how immensely and intensely cool the tribe of people that we have, right? And Dr. Law, and raising over $1,000 for the Trinities. And, we got, $500-600 for Tommy Paint. And most of that came when you didn't even know who it was for or what the circumstances were. That is the shit, man. You guys are the best. And, we say it a lot, but it's not just a joke. It's not just a meme. We mean it. You guys are the best, and taking care of those around us, and taking care of those in need. And the biggest thing, I think, is taking care of those in need emotionally. Like one of the reasons, the primary reason this channel came into existence at all was because of the numerous emails that I'd received as part of the Awakening Project. And one of the most consistent things that I heard, in addition to the quality of people, was how lonely we are and how isolated and alone that everyone feels. And it seems, of course, by intention, that they intentionally ostracize people. Hey, are you there? Wait, are you there? I thought I saw.
Yes.
I thought I saw movement. Did I see? Do I see the one and only inimitable Rose 777?
Good morning, Baldini.
Hey, Rose! Woo!
Hi, Rose.
I haven't seen you
Good morning,
in
Karen.
days.
I can't believe it's been actual days.
Days. I mean, we could still count in hours, but
Completely unacceptable,
well,
Baldini. We must rectify this at once.
I know. And, I was thinking that we were still waiting on our Denny's order. Because what the hell?
Oh my gosh, that was a very long order. Wasn't it interesting to observe the different large families that just happened to be hungry at 3 a.m.?
Yes.
I wonder what they were all doing. I should have interviewed everyone just to combat the idea of social distancing while we were waiting. Why weren't we creative? Oh, maybe because we were freaking tired and starving and not in a good mood.
We all of that, and we were
Yeah.
we were still kind of in the just kind of in the swoon, right? The afterglow. It was early Sunday morning, after all. And we just had 2 days of fun and partying and music. And your man, Jason, and I got a chance to jam together, and that was ridiculous amounts of fun. Oh, my gosh. Mm-hmm. There's just nothing like it.
He won't stop talking about music and how he wants to keep performing and how he wants to have shows to go to so that he's motivated to keep practicing every freaking day. But I want to hang out with him. But anyway, he really wants to do house parties. So I'm putting the word out right now that if anybody has a house and you want Jason to play there, like literally this guy will probably come over just to play for you. But the idea is to invite more people.
It's really awesome that he's so excited about getting back into playing music again. I love that.
Yeah.
I know. It's always so exciting to just see someone who's passionate and, like going for their dreams, and that's always what I wanted to do for Jason is I want to empower him, not to be all like new agey about I am the sacred feminine trying to empower the sacred masculine. But yeah, I kind of am trying to do that, but just not.
That's good though. That's what we should be doing.
Those words.
we should be doing that, Rose. Though we should be building each other up from both sides, and we also should be doing stuff that makes us happy and brings us joy, because there's a lot of bullshit in the world. So there's no reason not to be doing what we're doing.
Yeah, and I don't think it's wrong. And correct me, Karen, but doesn't it make you feel good when Ted is happy?
Yes.
We need to spread out the happiness. Everyone deserves to be happy. We shouldn't be terrorists to our boyfriends like the social engineering wants us to be.
Right.
Oh,
right.
And men shouldn't negotiate with terrorists if you happen to be in a relationship with one.
Right, exactly. Oh, Alex, conspiracy music guru says, what is this music you talk of? And it's like, well, I mean, I'm sure if you tuned in to some of the live streams, you'd be like, I didn't hear any music. I heard some cacophony of sounded like antelopes getting eaten alive by hyenas. No. We're not quite up to your skill level yet, but all of us said that none of us had played with anybody for at least a year. Many of us about 4 or 5 years. So certainly we're out of practice, but it did not reduce the joy that we experienced doing it, and would have loved to have had you there, my friend. We did play your new video, which
Yes. Wait. Can I jump in there, Baldini, please?
You have
Alex,
the floor.
You made my dream come true ever since you came on Crow 777 and we were about to start recording and I was having a very jolly morning and I was just being myself and sharing with you that I had just been listening to death metal and that I was very excited to change gears. And you said, well, I don't think that that's very healthy for you. And I just thought, yeah, he's freaking right. That's not healthy. And so I've been waiting for you to put out a rocking song with positive lyrics that I can relate to and I don't feel like I'm contradicting myself by headbanging. And Alex, I would re-upload my performance of lip syncing the song while you were doing it because I had David film me lip syncing to your song and I told him to get really, really close to my lips so that everyone can see that I already knew the words because I've been singing it for months, but there was too much latency and so I have to redo it. And I was thinking of like making a music video in my neighborhood and just lip syncing it from all different angles, like on my patio or rolling down the street and maybe running into people and making them lip sync with me. So I'm just giving you a warning that this is my dorky little dream.
Can I play it, Alex? Will you copyright strike me if I play it? Because I would play it because I love it. I have a couple of videos I wanted to play this morning, and I would absolutely play this one if you wouldn't copyright strike me. So, okay, yeah, I'll do it right now. All right, so here we go. This is Conspiracy Music Guru, and he's doing what he does best, as you know.
Okay, I'm muting out.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I will too. All
also,
right.
Rose, did you see that Jason already has a house party to go to? Spicy Sarah says her house.
Oh my gosh! And of course
that's the house I wanted to go to.
That comes with
all of this is
there you
part of
go.
the plan. I'm a social engineer. Spicy Sarah, I actually implanted that idea when you were sleeping that night.
That comes with Griff, right? So already you know it's going to be rocking. All right, so here we go.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories true without checking facts first. Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Wow! Because of you, we're in this mess. Forever you will acquiesce. How you love to be deceived. Whatever they tell you, you believe. Dead of sight, dead of mind. News believer, you are blind. Critical thinker, you are not. Never independent thoughts. Boxed into your paradigm. Hypnotized with pantomime. Regurgitating all you hear. Spread your terror, spread your fear. Never your mind to be free. Never your eyes will ever see. Lick the boot of tyranny, begging for your slavery. They who have remote control, the TVs know your very soul. Tune into the great deceiver, television watching news believer. Inject your poison where your mask. All they have to do is ask. Never questioning authority. like sheep. Yes sir, no sir, 3 backs full. You television watching fool. Yeah, never your mind to be free. Never your eyes will ever see. Next the brood of tyranny, begging for your slavery. They who have remote control, the TVs know your very soul. Tune into the correct deceiver. Television watching news believer.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is 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 extremely dangerous to our democracy.
In their world forever locked, into their world forever boxed. Reality you leave behind, a prisoner of your own mind. Forever you will be deceived, never ever to be free. Yeah. Never your mind to be free. Never your eyes will ever see. Next the brood of tyranny, begging for your slavery. They who have remote control, the TVs know your very soul. Tune into the correct deceiver. Television watching news believer. Never your mind to be free. Never your eyes will ever see. Next the brood of tyranny, begging for your slavery. They who have remote control, the TVs know your very soul. Tune into the correct deceiver. Television watching news believer.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
That's fire.
That's one naughty donkey right there.
That's fire.
Fire! It's a naughty donkey. That is bad ass. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to also get to this one. So I hope I don't get hit with this either. This is a clip that you played on Strange World last night, taken from the park on Friday.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think anything will happen from this one. No.
Wait. What happened there?
That was just so
All right,
wonderful.
you guys. I'm gonna play a video.
It's a dream come true. Every time I hear that
From,
song, I picture
our
the
meetup.
woman from
I checked,
Raising
it's-
Arizona. After Nicolas Cage steals the baby and she's holding the baby and she goes, "I love him so much. I love him so much."
Bring me back
That's
that
how I
baby, you
feel.
warthog from hell. Hi, bring me that baby.
They can't possibly need all those babies.
Oh, hi, give me that baby. I'm sorry.
Just about the same length as
Baby stealing.
the whatchamacallit, the break. And here it goes. It's the sweetest little thing. Try
So,
not to
Baldini,
cry.
have you been looking for PoppyCock at
hello
all?
world. I am in South Carolina at a Flat Earth meetup or a Truther meetup, and I
Maybe
met
Baldini
two
muted
very
himself on the mic,
special
but not
awake
Skype.
Oh, I think he's
people,
playing that
young
video
ladies.
from
Yeah,
he's playing the
Cage and the
kid
two little girls.
Yeah.
He didn't tell us.
I know, he just
And
did
I'm
it.
bathing in
sorry.
cuteness and awakeness.
I'm a bad
These
host.
little
Can you hear us?
cherubs
I don't know.
are
I'm a bad host,
so
I'm
smart.
sorry.
They
Baldini,
are
you're weird.
homeschooled. They are
But Paige is beautiful, so
unvaccinated.
it's okay.
They
love her.
know.
They
tell
can't hear
us
us
a little bit.
because nobody's acknowledging our little conversation.
Oh no, they can hear you.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I can't mute you. So you're ruining the whole moment. So give me another couple of minutes here with the kids, and then we'll come back. All right. So sorry, I realized that you can't hear the kidlets, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I haven't.
You didn't warn us.
I
You
didn't.
took-
I haven't spent the time to put the studio together the way it needs to be done because I'm just going to tear it down soon again anyway, because it's all coming with me to Kakalaki somewhere. I don't know. We'll find it.
Now that we're all on the same page, Baldini, let's go back to the video and we can all watch it and enjoy.
Okay. So let me back up just a moment here because you guys ruined it. You stavelied it. I mean, wait. Okay, here we go.
Try not to cry.
So, hello world. I am in South Carolina at a Flat Earth meetup or a Truther meetup, and I met two very special awake people, young ladies.
I'm River, and I'm Meadow.
Oh, right. And I'm bathing in cuteness and awakeness.
Isn't that the best? River and Meadow. That's just killing me with cuteness, man.
These little cherubs are so smart. They are homeschooled. They are unvaccinated.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the third.
Tell us a little bit. You were telling me, River, about.
Good thing you're what?
The next kid I would name like Lake or something. It would be really bad.
Summer, yeah, or Breezy, Breeze, or Fire, Flame on. I'm just kidding.
To space, about NASA and space.
No, I said it's a good thing that I don't name people because like Meadow and River are so beautiful, but like I would name the next child Lake. I'm trying to think of the next word that sounds pretty.
So, space is what? Space is what is
I thought she was going to say space is fake AF. I really thought she was going to say it. Whew, she has better parents.
Totally fake, right? So space is fake. You heard it here. And then Meadow, what is your opinion of flat Earth and the sort of the state of the world? What do you like to think about or talk about when it comes to what we're here for today?
Well, flat Earth.
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
And what were you telling me before? You were saying how happy you were to be here. What were your exact words, River? You were saying that you were overwhelmed, right? Because it was so great to be here.
I was really excited because I've never met another person who has believed into the same things as me.
That's right, isn't it? It's amazing when like-minded people come together, right, and share the same beliefs about our world and all the joy and the truth that's in it, right?
And also this year I'm going to come to the
Flattoberfest?
the Flattober.
Yes.
Fest.
And who did you came here today? You came here today to see a musician who I'm not sure you're going to get to see him because he might not be coming till tomorrow. But is it ODD? You're an ODD fan, right?
We were excited to see ODD.
Oh, well.
And excited to meet so many kids who believe in the same thing.
Amen. So we're also going to send this video to Alex, the conspiracy music guru, who you said you love his music, and we were talking about Flat Eddie, who used to be in the rocket in the videos, right? So do you guys want to say anything to Alex, the guy who sings those great videos about Flat Earth that you like so much?
Well, I really like the videos because they're really funny.
And you like what they teach you about Flat Earth, right? Do you have a favorite one? I like the gravity one. That was like my favorite.
My favorite one is, there ain't no pictures of the earth, but no one tell me why. There ain't no pictures of the earth, they're all the CGI.
Alex, you have backup singers here. If you come back to the United States. All right, so bring it in, girls. Get close to me. Get close to me so we can say, keep it flat. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Keep it flat. And make the flat Earth sign. How do you do that? You go like this. You go. Keep it flat, right? Keep it flat.
Right on.
Thank you. You guys are the best.
Alex, if that don't light up your fire, your wood's wet, man. That is awesome. Woo! Outstanding. Good stuff there. All right. You can come back, girls. I think they left me. I'm on my own.
I was just afraid to talk. I thought that you had paused it and asked me a question, and then I repeated myself over the video.
No.
I'm sorry.
Those little girls, by the way, David. They did get to meet ODD, and they told him that they liked his music, and he was so sweet. He said, "I'm so lucky that you two listen to my music." And then right after we walked away from that, he was like, "Yeah, I'm definitely changing my lyrics," and he cleaned up his lyrics because there were children at the event. So
awesome.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I could tell that Matt was a little uncomfortable, out of his element because, I was at Flattoberfest for sure. I was like, holy crap, you people are going to eat me. You weird people.
David says Paige was able to do that interview because she wasn't Baldini. Can you imagine all of the amazing interviews and conversation that David could have had?
Oh dear, yes. It's my fault. I prevented.
It's a lot to look forward to in October because you're going to come back, David, with a bang.
I prevented him from doing appropriate interviews. So, yeah. Lost wages. I guess it's my fault. That $3.99, $2.99 a day for the app. Oops. Yes, it's a level higher than Stavely. Yes, if you get Baldini'd. Oh dear. Mm-hmm.
Baldini, can we make a plan that we live stream you giving me instructions and I'll make butter on my stream?
Yeah, I think we should do it.
And then everybody could know.
I think we should do it from Ceiling Fan Man's house because Mrs. Ceiling Fan Man makes it. And I think we could have Friendelis or Flat over as well because she made a batch that was off the hook. She provided me a little sample, which I'm enjoying right now, as a matter of fact, in my coffee.
So you're saying that you want to be making the butter on your end while I'm making the butter? Because I was thinking that you would just be verbally giving me instructions while I make it. But I appreciate the idea of everyone doing it.
Yeah, we could do it at the same time, right? So we're doing it and demonstrating it, and you're following along in your own kitchen.
Butter is super easy to make, you guys.
Yeah, it is.
And it will force us to clean the kitchen before we do it.
See?
Yes.
See, it's a win-win.
Yeah, everybody wins.
It's a win-win. I love it. But yeah, it's not a difficult thing, but it's
It just takes time.
Yeah.
It's time consuming, but it's not hard.
It is. And there's different ways to do it, right? So what I used to do when I was making medibles for the dispensary before it was recreational here in Washington State is I would actually infuse the cream itself. So I'd take heavy cream and infuse the cream at like 285 for about 6 hours. And then clean that and run it through the cheesecloth and then put that in the KitchenAid and just churn it into butter and do it that way. So there's a number of ways that you can do it. And
that sounds like a good way to do it. I bet it comes out more like actual butter that way.
Yeah, it does. And the color and consistency is chef's kiss. It really.
I'm gonna have to try that. I have to try that.
But it's a lot of effort, right? It really is a ton of effort, and there is, as you would imagine, there's some potential waste because of the. You're making, you're churning butter, and so you've got some of the curds in the way and stuff. But I mean, as long as you're ready to deal with that and grab it, it doesn't have to be pretty. But at the time, I was taking 4 or 5 pounds of, they would come over in trash sacks of these, plants really taken from a grow op, and I would have to do all the trimming and cleaning and then decarbing and then managing of it. But then I would turn it into the butter and split it with the guy. That was our deal. And then I would make a variety of things from toffee to ginger snaps, Mexican wedded cookies, that sort of thing for the local dispensary. And it was, I even had branded. It was pretty cool.
I really want to get on board with all of these baking things. Something that I used to do, Baldini, and I don't even know if it was helping or worked, but I would just throw a bunch of flour into almond milk and wait about 45 minutes and then chug it. And that was something that I would do if I was like in a European hotel and, didn't want to deal with smoking.
Yeah, you need to activate it. So you got to decarb it, the flour, so it's bioavailable.
I thought that leaving it in the almond milk for 45 minutes somehow did whatever needed to be done.
Mm-mm.
That does nothing, actually.
It wouldn't do that for you, unfortunately.
Probably doesn't do anything.
Maybe it was good like fiber or like roughage
there you go.
body.
Yeah, you would get the nutrients from it, but the psychoactive part would not be working unless you activated it.
Yeah. That's what the decarbing process is for. And that's why I can't make it here now, because that still releases the smell, and Mama doesn't care for the smell. You can, and I've done it before, at least in this neck of the woods, I can get the supercritical extractions. So it's basically just a very thick, almost looks like honey, but very high test, like 94, 95% THC. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, look at what Scooter just said.
What's that?
I know. I just read that.
Candy, then suspend it over
Oh, and
hot
it rains.
coffee,
Yes.
and it rains into the coffee.
Yes, I've seen that.
Oh, what a beautiful visual.
I've seen that
Scooter.
cotton candy
loving
coffee.
it.
It's a beautiful thing, and green cotton candy would be just delightful. Absolutely. But yeah.
Can we make this with keto friendly with
Yes.
like not sugar?
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. In fact, for a period of time, I was really getting into it. I had plans to do a high-end medicated restaurant, right? Because you can take really anything that. So THC is not water soluble, but it is alcohol soluble and fat soluble. So you can make tinctures of all kinds, and anything that's fat soluble. So I was doing all kinds of things with olive oils and safflower oil, and coconut oil is a big one because of the flavors, right? So
Yeah.
you keep in
I
mind.
love the fat and the oil. I'm
Yep.
all about that.
Yep, and keep in mind you're going to get some flavor of the flour, but it's usable, right? It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to taste like you're licking the bottom of a bong or anything. There's a great amount. I mean, so one of the things that I've done that's very successful, right, is green buttered biscuits and gravy, because the sage in the gravy, sage and pepper, works really spectacularly well with that kind of herb flavor, and it does a great job and knocks your socks off. It'll set your Sunday sideways, that's for sure.
Okay, Baldini, next time in October, we have to organize staying at the same hotel, because I don't want to have to wait to the afternoon, and I want to have breakfast. I want to eat this thing. that you're talking
This thing.
about.
Yep. So, so there is, we can do a variety of things. So, again, I can do anything from beef bourguignon, right, to, like I said, Mexican wedding cookies, right? So, any of those things work out. So, if you want, again, keto friendly, or if you want vegan, that sort of stuff, we can absolutely accommodate any of that thing and come up with a great meal, right, that would include the medicated variety. But we don't want to Baldini anybody. Takes their hair right off their head. I wanted to give a moment to Karen. She had a couple of things this morning that she was chattering to me about. I don't know if you can see this on my screen, Karen. And if you just want to talk through this video, this is the casting shadow from a flame. You said not often you have to debunk.
Yeah, there's a new meme going around that a lot of flat earthers are sharing, and it's got a bunch of pictures of people holding a match against a wall, and they're saying, look, the flame doesn't cast a shadow, and then they show the rocket and the rocket casting a shadow from a part of its engine, and they're saying this proves it's a hoax because flames don't cast shadows. But you guys, where are my pyromaniacs at? Haven't y'all burned shit? I have burned enough shit. I have seen shadows be cast from very, very hot flames. And it also depends on what material you're burning. It depends on how hot the fire is and what it is you're burning. Yeah, a match won't cast a flame, but there's many other things that do. And this video right here is just a quick sample of that. All he does is change the material
and the angle
that
of
he's
light.
burning.
Yep, the angle of light, the angle of incidence of the viewer, a variety of things, but absolutely.
So sometimes, these flat earthers need to be debunked because they get on a kick about something and it's wrong. And this is one of those things that is wrong. So don't go around telling everybody that that's what makes the rocket fake.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's best to vet all your stuff, right? And to leave yourself also. I mean, one of my things that I say frequently is that I reserve the right to be completely wrong, right?
Yeah.
If I get new information that contradicts what I've said, then I'm gonna own up to it and accept that I've made a mistake. I've made mistakes before, not many. In fact, one time I thought I'd made a mistake, but it turned out I was mistaken about that. So.
Yeah.
I was in error.
So that's just something you guys Just wanted to share that because some Globie could come around to your post and make you look real dumb. And I don't want you guys to look dumb.
Yeah, I don't want people to look dumb either. So don't
look
tell
dumb.
people that blurred stars are what they actually look like. What you could say is that looking at blurred stars can tell you interesting things about the unique cymatic patterns
and
that are emitted from the stars. But if you use a real telescope, you could actually zoom in on stars and see things, and you could zoom in on quote unquote planets, and it does look a lot like what NASA shows, like Saturn, Jupiter, Venus. But some people will just blur it out and say that that's what it really looks like, and it really grinds my gears. Karen, how do you feel about that one?
Yeah, I feel the same. I mean, we have to show some discernment, and there's enough things that really are fake and lied about that we don't have to make stuff up.
Oh my gosh! So exactly, that's that. Okay, that's the one that grinds my gears. Right? Is people who grab.
They can fucking see too far.
Yeah, well, right. They grab onto things that are not provable. Right, and are really a stretch, okay, it's okay to hypothesize and speculate, but to put it out there as a statement of fact, and then continue to double down even when shown that it's unlikely in the extreme, if not impossible. It's like it's not necessary, or to make things up, right, or to use any sort of hyperbole. It's not necessary. We have the truth. There's no need for any of that. There's no need to push it any further. There's no need to use epithets or ad homs. It's not required, right? You don't have to say, "How do my nuts taste?" There's no need in that. You look like a child, a petulant toddler, right? There's no point in it. Simply put the truth out there and let it be. Karen B. Karen B. Karen B.
Oh my God, don't. Oh my God, don't.
I loved that so much. That was probably, for me, one of the biggest highlights of the whole thing. Was that moment, just expressing our gratitude to you and doing it with other musicians, and it was delightful. I wanted to play a little bit of this. In fact, I was just so happy with it. Is a little bit of Chief Crow. Well, first of all, there was let's see, do I see this? There's people. There was just a beautiful moment here. People dancing and just having such a terrific time. That's let's see here. So, oh yeah, here we go. She's got some happy people here. Look at that. Is there any other place you'd want to be? Chief Crow playing music. You got Watson Atkinson's art. You got happy people dancing, hugging, hanging out, enjoying themselves at the solar return celebration. So I go back to Karen's question. Why? Why were you not there? Why? What happened?
It was like a bunch of evil to me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, yes. It was at a Shriner's Lodge, and right after the baby eating ceremony. Oh, dear. People are messed up. You know that? Oh, dear. There were people who did, I mean, I don't know anything about it, but like somebody sent me a link. Somebody did like more streams about our event than we even had event. Oh dear, that's very silly.
Yeah, you know who had actually a really cool stream was Media Bear.
I didn't see it.
I haven't watched it all, but I was watching parts of it, and he went around talking to everybody. And so it was actually a really cool stream.
Cool.
If you have a chance to check that out.
I will definitely.
Yeah, he came up to me on my stream, and he demonstrated his safety measure and showed me how he has his measuring tape, and he demonstrated what 6 feet was, made sure I was safe, and I felt very secure.
Nice.
I felt very safe, even without a safety mask.
Even without a safety mask?
To note as well.
Sure. Yeah, my mom once told me that the reason that women were poor drivers is because of, it's not their fault. It's a depth perception issue because they've been told all their life that that's 8 inches. Oh dear. My mom was a hoot, I got to tell you. Anyway, she would say something like, "I'd like to help you out, but I didn't see the way you came in," or "I feel for you, but I just can't reach you." But yeah, so again, just having fun with people. This was just a big time, and I highly recommend that if you get the opportunity, whether it's Flatoberfest or whether it's a local meetup near you, that you take that chance and go hang out with people. You will not regret it. Unless you get arrested or something, but don't try to drink and drive or do any of that crazy stuff, or don't have 75 gummies. That would have been bad if I'd have tried to drive after.
Nobody got arrested, did they?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't think anybody got arrested.
No. Just saying, there were a couple of people that had they tried to operate a motor vehicle would have been, in sketchy territory, I'm afraid. They were should not have operated percussive instruments. Woo! Yeah. So don't get Baldini. Exactly, Mark. Be careful about that coffee, especially the green buttered coffee. It will. It'll get you going. Hey, Rose, I didn't get to ask you but I did ask Karen on Tuesday. What are your favorite and memorable moments of the Solar Return Fest?
Gosh, just giving people hugs and meeting people and finding out, like talking to someone and then finding out what their YouTube name is and being able to put a face to a name and being able to say, "I know you in real life. We're friends now."
IRL. Real
friends.
Yeah, we're real.
I love that.
You're a real boy.
But Baldini, Karen, everyone in chat, I unfortunately do have to go now. I have to get some work done, but I just wanted to join your April Fool's stream and just tell you guys how much I love you.
See how you are, Rose. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why.
I love you too, Rose.
This is why.
And just make sure that you deliver some kind of Florida man to Juan Torres because he's having withdrawals.
All right.
Okay.
I got you. Right. I got a Florida man ready. Okay. So.
Muy bien.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Adios.
Love you, Rose. That Rose 777. I miss you. Yeah, we had
Rose.
Yeah, she did get some hugs in. There's no doubt. She got some hugs going all over the place. I think I saw her in more pictures on social media than any other single person from that event. What say you?
Yeah, actually, now that you say that, she was in a lot of pictures.
A lot of pictures. I think I saw her more than any other single person. I mean, there's a number of people that posted every picture that they took with other people, right? So kind of, but looking at that, taking the whole thing into account, I think, of course, you and Ted certainly ranked pretty high up there. But I think Rose really took the...
yes,
she took the prize there. I'll have to start giving out a prize of some sort. I'll have to figure this out. We'll call it, since I do noodles, Baldini's Al Dente Award. We'll all right. Let's see here. So, Florida man planning million maskless march and a mask burning. So, do you not think these are just poppycock? Yeah, we got some poppycock going there. This is how they do it, guys. Again, one of the comments that I made more than once this weekend is how they're trying to make you out to be some sort of domestic terrorist because you're a nana killer. Because, you quote, refuse the mask. And they use this word, again, decline, would be the way I'd put it. But again, they make it refuse. It's a loaded word. So there's our Florida man for the day. We also have, yes, Fauci.
Fauci.
Yeah. I had some comments about him. You know what I think already about this guy, right? Probably
similar to what I think.
Yeah, probably. Here, Everyone here is confused. Europe's seesawing over AstraZeneca's vaccines, stoking uncertainty. Fauci defends AstraZeneca's, quote, good vaccine as concerns persist in Europe. I just want to point out that we have to be very cautious these days about what we say, because they will pull your channel in a minute for inciting, community guidelines strike, for giving your opinion, right, of what you think is good or bad. You can't do that anymore. And in fact, there are some topics that you cannot touch. They will pull you if you question anything from, well, say a couple of decades ago in September, or just last year in November, or the last year overall, or the things that they want to inject you with. You can't talk about those things. And I submit to you that when they say these are things that you should not and cannot look into, that you very much ought to, for your own benefit, is to look very, very closely into those things that they are saying. Don't look here. You might want to look very, very closely at those things. How did I do, Karen? Was that obtuse enough?
Very well. Yes,
Thank
that
you.
was good.
Appreciate
that. was
that.
very good.
All right. Let's see. There was a bit of there is some poppycock this morning. I had a variety of things, but you guys know what's out there. I mean, new photos from Mars. Really, NASA's Ingenuity helicopter stretches its legs, while the Curiosity rover stars in a selfie. Since we're told that it has 1% of the atmosphere of Earth, how the fuck is a helicopter going to work? Just saying.
Magic.
It's
magic.
It's magic because of
magic.
gravity, right? Fucking gravity. And
Gravity.
Curiosity is a selfie. Is that only fans? Because
the Mars helicopter comes with its own miniature atmosphere, kind of like the rockets have to have their own combustible.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Uranus is belching X-rays, and it's weirder than we ever thought. It's science.
Belching X-rays.
It's science. It's science, Steve. Steve Federer says it's science. It's fucking science, man.
There was this old punk rock band called Sloppy Seconds.
I know what sloppy seconds are.
They had a song called "The Thing from Uranus." And it makes me, that post just made me think of, it was the thing that came from Uranus.
Nice.
I wish I could find it. It's freaking hilarious.
My wife showed me a TikTok song, and it got stuck in my head. I don't know why. It's sucking at something is the first step of being kind of good at something. Sucking at something is the first step of being kind of good. And it just got stuck. I don't know why. I'm like, well, there's no lie there, right? I mean, there's truth in that. Here we are again. We're going to mock it some more. AP photos. Brazil pastor brings prayers to COVID-19 patients. This is so you go, so that, again, because, thoughts and prayers, that nonsense. We're offended by that, when in fact, the most powerful thing in the universe is you manifesting will that is in alignment with that of the Creator. If you want to call that a prayer, call it whatever you want. But that is the most powerful thing I'm aware of in the universe, is your ability. It's what makes you a god with a little g. That's what makes you the most powerful thing around, is this ability to co-create with the Creator. And they mock it, and they want to throw it in the toilet and say, oh, isn't that sweet? Bless his pointy little head. He's got thoughts and prayers. He's going to pray for them and our made-up disease. Hey, fuck these fucking fuckers, man. Seriously, the power of prayer is one of the most powerful things I know. And especially when the intentions behind it are pure, right? So,
yeah, because you're putting out your thought. That thought has a frequency,
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you project that thought into the ether,
yes, Yes, and that it manifests, right? So
Yeah.
they're mocking and trying to tell you that you're worthless. That you're a worthless piece of star poop. You're stardust. Isn't that great? No, but at the same time they're saying, "Oh, it's super great. You're made of stardust, but you're worthless, and you're the pimple. You're a pimple on the wart on the ass of a star speck in nothingness, and nothing matters, and it's all pointless, and that's a lie." You are fucking awesome. And the reason that they tell you this is because they're terrified that you might one day wake up and understand what the score is. So, yeah. Unintended intentions. I like it. Consequential intentions. I don't know. Something like that. But no, you guys, look, you've already manifested a better life for the Trinities, right? And for Tommy Paint, you've already manifested that already. You manifested a phone for Informally Hipped On, right? You manifested help for Flat Earth Fokker, right? You manifested the biggest powerful event of positive just positive vibe at the Solar Return Festival just this last weekend. You did that, right? So don't let them for a moment tell you that you're bad or wrong or some kind of domestic terrorist. Right? Yeah, fuck the fucking fuckers. Get your t-shirt now. All right. Tell them what you think. But they just don't want you to know. That's what I've come to after years and years of study and research, is that they just it's not just that they hate you; they're terrified that you will wake up and understand, and that more people will. And here we go, right? Here we go. It seems like we are on the precipice. Well, we're on the roller coaster ride, and it's been going clunk, 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 right? And now we're just right at the top and just kind of peeking over, going, whoa. So arms up. At Disneyland and Disney World, they have a new policy in place: no screaming on the roller coasters because of COVID.
It's ridiculous.
I know, that's silly. But that's where we
They're
are.
Literally trying to ruin everything. They're ruining everything.
Everything. That's right. In a year. In a year.
Yeah.
They're doing the whole, vax passport bullshit.
They don't want you to have any fun. They don't want you to be with your family. They don't want you to hug each other. They don't want you to love each other. They don't want you to go out into public and enjoy yourselves with each other. All the things that the Creator basically, all the good things that the Creator put here for us to do, they don't want you to do.
Yeah, to make life worth living, right? So,
right.
Yeah, it's exactly. They want you merely existing in fear rather than living. And I'll say again, that is the one thing that I did not see this past week is fear.
Nope.
Not one drop of fear anywhere. I saw a wide range of emotions, most of them positive, right? A few, every now and then, a little bit of frustration at the fuckers. But what I did not see is fear from anyone. And I'll say again, for you butt munchers who are listening, go fuck yourself, man. You cannot win. You cannot win.
Cannot and will not.
No. You can't, right? Because even if you take my life, right, you know that the score is bigger than that. And again, that's all you do there
if you strike me down, I shall only become more powerful.
That's right. Then you can imagine.
Say about that.
Right? So, fuck you fucking fuckers, man. Seriously. You got... I know, Brian. I knew it when I said it. I knew it would come back to bite me in the butt. Tune, baby. Anyway, no, you guys are the fucking best, and this is why I love this crowd. I love you guys. Again, talking to my wife about this morning, right? And just having this conversation really ongoing since I got back. And she just, kind of smiled demurely, and she's like, I told you from the very beginning when we first got together, you should do something like this. And I'm like, and I said, but I just want I genuinely do love these people. They are freaking awesome, man. And I can't wait until we get back together again. And in the interim, let's see what we can do about continuing this powerful sense of self and wonderment about the world and the love that we have for one another, and continuing to move that forward. So there you go. Any final words, Karen?
Just, fuck the fucking fuckers, man. Do everything that they don't want you to do. There you go. And thank you, Ted. It is good coffee. There's no doubt. Stay clear, though, if you're anywhere near the rabbit hole. If you're just barely into it or deep inside the rabbit hole, stay clear of that coffee. It'll get you. You'll get Baldini. Thank you again, Karen. It's always a pleasure to have you with me, sitting in and helping me out here. It's been a delight for me to get to know you better, and you're awesome. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Love you back, and love this tribe. You guys are all the best. They are, indeed. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye, Karen. Say goodbye, Karen. Bye, Karen. Bye, Karen. Okay, kiddos, and we'll see you again soon. I'll be back this weekend for more Unintended Consequences, Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on the West Coast. That's noon on the East Coast. And then back on Sunday for some more goodies there. Got Ancient Wisdom for a Modern World and Sola Scriptura coming back at you on Sunday evening at 5 p.m. on the West Coast, and that's 8 p.m. on the East Coast. Again, I hope to see you then, and we'll get together and talk a bit more about the idea of living together in community and moving forward with that. So guys, take care, and we'll see you again next time. 1, 2, 3.
Cocks don't pop at all, PoppyCock cocks do poppy by 4. And that's why all the folks on PoppyCock keep poppycocks in a jar. But once I met a girl on PoppyCock back in the PoppyCock hills. They won't let me back on PoppyCock, reckon they never will. Well, PoppyCock, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old PoppyCock, PoppyCock, you and me, Rose and Baldini. The earth don't spin at all on PoppyCock, flatter than a hot roadkill. And beer don't stick to balls on PoppyCock, reckon it never will. Once I met two folks on PoppyCock, one bald, the other likes cats. She wild as a rosy, quicker than a satellite, no PoppyCock about that. Well, PoppyCock, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old PoppyCock, PoppyCock, you and me, Rose and Baldini. Take a Trey. Sheep don't like to flock on PoppyCock, ain't no PoppyCock pins. You might just find yourself on PoppyCock, waking with a PoppyCock kin. And PoppyCock, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old PoppyCock, PoppyCock, you and me, Rose and Baldini. Why so freaking early? PoppyCock, you and me.